Every year, there might be certain days that make you feel really sad, numb or scared. This is because on these days, something bad happened in your past. This is called a trauma anniversary. A trauma anniversary is when you start feeling upset or worried around the time of a past traumatic event. This might be a sad event like the death of a loved one, a car accident, a disastrous natural event, a severe personal assault, or any other very stressful incident. As this day comes closer, you might start feeling tensed, anxious, have trouble sleeping or dreams. These feelings aren't because you are weak or not trying hard enough to forget. It's something many people who have had tough experiences go through. Knowing why this happens and how to deal with it can help. Our brains store painful memories so we can learn from them and protect ourselves from similar dangers. When we remember sad or scary events on their anniversaries, it's actually our brain's way of trying to keep us safe. It prepares us to protect ourselves from similar dangers in the future. For example, if someone had a car accident, their brain remembers what to be afraid of and how to react in similar situations. When the anniversary of the accident comes, those memories can be triggered, and you might feel painful emotions from that time all over again. But even though our brain means well, it's not good for us to always feel this way. Although it's normal to feel these difficult emotions when remembering important dates, it can be really distressing. These reactions show that you still need to walk through your grief and healing from the past event. The reminders of trauma are not limited to the specific date on the calendar, but can also be triggered by various factors, including weather patterns, special holidays, certain smells, sounds, or even locations. The anniversary effect can be a symptom of PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. First, remember that it's normal to feel different around the date of a big event from the past. This doesn't mean you're weak, going crazy, or it will always feel like this. So try to be kind and patient with yourself. Self-care is critical during trauma anniversaries. Taking care of yourself can be hard, especially if it's not something you're used to. But during this time, it's essential. Think of self-care as building a base. It won't fix everything, but it provides you with a stable ground. Eating well and resting are important. Without this, the stress of remembering the trauma can become even harder to handle. Think about what you might want on this special day and come up with ideas to make that happen. Planning ahead can be incredibly helpful. This can involve arranging time off work, scheduling to spend the day with a trusted friend or family member, or organizing activities that you find soothing or comforting. Planning provides a sense of control and reduces the element of surprise, which can in turn reduce anxiety. Do you want friends to ask how you're feeling on this day? Tell them. Or if you want to hang out without talking about your feelings, tell them that too. It's good to be clear with yourself and others about what you need. If you're worried about asking too much from your friends, remember that most friends like to know how they can help. If you can't do what you want on the actual day, it's okay to plan for another day. But try to stick to that plan even if the special day goes better or worse than expected. You might also feel more tired or low around this day. Try not to push yourself too hard. If you make plans, think about ways to make things simpler and easier for yourself. Anyway, recognize this special day, even if you don't want it on your mind. It's good to admit what's going on even if you don't want to think about it. And it's okay if you choose not to do anything special about it. Do what feels right for you. But if you feel comfortable, set aside some time to think and grieve. Every traumatic experience involves some kind of loss, but sometimes we don't give ourselves time to feel sad. Taking a moment to grieve can help let out those built-up feelings. Doing small rituals like lighting a candle, saying a prayer, or spending quiet time in a special place can help you grieve. These acts can provide a set time for feeling these emotions, so you don't feel overwhelmed by them the whole day. Another approach is to create a new tradition to honor the anniversary. This could be a memorial event, a charity run, a moment of silence, or simply lighting a candle. Transforming the anniversary into occasion for reflection, remembrance, or positive action can channel your energy into something meaningful. Here are some more ways to remember. Plan dinner with friends or family. You can make it a time to remember or a happy get-together. Go to a special place that brings good memories or peace. Plant a tree to symbolize new beginnings. Use art, writing, dancing, or another activity to express your feelings. Watch a fun movie or spend time with friends who make you laugh. Whatever feels right for you. Next thing is to recognize and identify things that remind you of the trauma. We call them triggers. These could be sights, sounds, smells, or situations. For example, if you were in a car accident, the sound of screeching tires might trigger you. Or if you experienced a traumatic event in a certain place, going back there might bring up difficult feelings. Once you know your triggers, you have more control. Some triggers you might want to avoid altogether, like not watching certain movies. Others you might limit, such as listening to a song in small doses until it feels less triggering. With time and support, you might find that some triggers lose their intensity, and you can manage them better. If you've been seeing a therapist, you probably have strategies for handling triggers. But the anniversary of your trauma might need some extra care. Usually, a couple of grounding techniques might help you manage panic attacks. If you have close friends or family who understand you, sharing your triggers with them can be useful. They can offer support like changing the song if it comes on, or avoid discussing certain topics. They can also be there to help you process your feelings when a trigger occurs. Processing can include talking about the feelings that arise, using coping strategies like deep breathing or grounding exercises, or writing a journal. While trauma anniversaries can be tough to navigate, they're an integral part of the healing journey. The suggestions here are just suggestions. There is no single right way to handle a trauma anniversary. You might feel pressure from inside yourself or from others to move on, or have specific feelings. Don't push yourself to react in a certain way. No matter what happens on this day, treat yourself kindly. Recognize the difference between then and now. Whether it's been a week or a year since the event, remember how much time has passed and notice any changes, even tiny ones. The goal isn't to forget or move on from the trauma, but to learn how to carry its weight in a way that allows you to continue moving forward. Noticing any small differences over time can still help you feel better in some ways. And I hope this video provides some insights and support to those of you facing these challenging times. If you found this information valuable, please consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel for more content on psychology and mental health. Until next time, take care.